is a short and poetic book. It puts into perspective that which we already know, and with such ease delves into philosophy, allowing us to see past a boa's skin to find an elephant. Lesson number 1. Growing up is a trap. There is a part where the little prince meets an accountant, and he learns what money does to people. The idea that making lots of money is the answer drowns out all passion for the things we truly love. We begin chasing something as ephemeral as money, and we stop paying attention to the things that fill our heart with passion. Lesson number 2. Things are not always what they seem. At the beginning of the book, one of the main characters of the book draws a boa constrictor eating an elephant, and his parents think it's a hat. He has to draw a second drawing showing the insides of the boa constrictor, and then everyone becomes scared. A lot of the times children are not understood, and that spark that they have of creativity and wonder gets taken away because of the mundane reality adults live. Lesson number 3. Some people are just misunderstood. When the little prince meets the fox was lonely. He just wanted a friend. Although foxes are looked at as if they were villains in fairy tales, in this one, he was just looking for a friend. And in the end, gave the little prince the best advice. He said, "The time and effort you invest in those you tame is what makes them special. And you must care for what you tame, because once you lose them, they can't be replaced." Lesson number 4. Follow your heart. In one planet, the little prince meets a man that prefers to investigate about distant lands because he prefers to stay busy investigating. A lot of times we make excuses to travel and do what we want because we chain ourselves to our current jobs and responsibilities, forgetting to look outside the box for other alternatives. Lesson number 5. Be thankful for what is yours. Above all, value it. Above all things that are similar to it. When the little prince comes to Earth, he finds millions of roses. Back in his planet, he only had one, and he would care for her deeply. When he came to Earth and saw the millions of roses, he told them, "You are beautiful, but you're empty. One couldn't die for you." Of course, an ordinary passerby would think my rose looked just like you. But my rose, all on her own, is more important than all of you together. Since she is the one I watered, since she is the one I put under glass, since she is the one I sheltered behind the screen, since she is the one for whom I killed the caterpillars, except the 2 or 3 butterflies. Since she is the one I listened to when she complained, or when she boasted, or even sometimes when she said nothing at all. Since she is my rose. Lesson number 6. It's truly not about quantity, it's about quality. Life is simple, we make it complicated. A lot of the times, we think the more we have, the better off we will be. But the truth is, it never ends up being that way. People where you live, the little prince said, grow 5,000 roses in one garden. Yet, they don't find what they're looking for. And yet, what they're looking for could be found in a single rose or a little water. Of course, I answered. And the little prince added, but eyes are blind. You have to look with the heart. Lesson number 7. Most people tend to repeat what everyone else says. Don't trust grown-ups. This is the final quote, and it's one of my favorite. Grown-ups love figures. When you tell them you've made a new friend, they never ask you any questions about essential matters. They never say to you, what does his voice sound like? What games does he love best? Does he collect butterflies? Instead, they demand, how old is he? How much does he weigh? How much money does his father make? Only from these figures do they think they have learned anything about him.
The Little Prince was one of the first books I read. My dad showed it to me, and I fell in love. I hope that it enlightens you as much as it enlightened me.